We got the SmackDown ring.
Yaramin. What is good, everyone, and welcome back to another Snap a Figure video. Today we have a huge unboxing because we have the new WWE Ultimate Edition SmackDown ring. As soon as this got revealed, I was so hyped up for it because we got an Ultimate Edition Jacob Fatu with a bunch of interchangeability, awesome posability, and we also are going to get a SmackDown ring up to date, current day SmackDown. So to me, this is such an awesome thing to add to the collection. But this is my first time ever reviewing a ring. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at the packaging, we're gonna unbox it, put the ring together, and then we're gonna look at the Ultimate Jacob Fatu figure itself. And then we'll do some comparisons, I guess, for like a Raw ring, if I have room in my arena to fit 2 rings, and some Jacob Fatu comparisons, and that'll really be it. So I'm so hyped to get this out of the box. Let's start with looking at the packaging. In my opinion, the box is super clean. I like the way the blue and the white contrast. But right in the middle, we got Jacob Fatu doing the I Love You solo. Then over here on the right, we got him doing his finisher splash. On the left, he's doing a super kick. And then we got Ultimate Edition, SmackDown ring right there on the bottom. On the top, it says SmackDown, and you got Fatu right there. On the side, it has Ultimate Edition. Then this side has an awesome picture of Jacob. And then on the back, you got Jacob and some of his stats over here. It's giving you an idea of everything it comes with and how the ring is going to look. And man, this just looks so sick. But enough talking. Let's keep it 100 and get this thing out of the box. And here is everything you get. So there's a lot to look at and a lot to unpack right here. So starting right here, you got the wood pallets. You get 3 of these. This will be like your foundation of the ring. Then right here, you got these like kind of things that go around. They form the square. They form a square, and then the wood pallets go on top, and that secures everything, locks it all in. Then right here, you have 2 different sizes of like these bases. These would go under the ring. Right here, they have like holes for them, so you would put it in there. And then here are the posts, the SmackDown that look really, really nice right here. The ropes and the turnbuckles already put together. You just got to untangle it pretty much. This is a huge W because with the old rings back in the day, you would have to put the turnbuckles on manually yourself, and that was like a huge nightmare. So these are really good to have. Then right here, you get the steps, and they do come apart. I know that's different from the Rhea Ripley Raw ring right there. You get the nice mat with the WWE logo. Very, very nice. It feels good. And then the 2 aprons, 2 cloth ones, and then 2 like harder plastic ones. So you can put it on as you like. And then the wonderful Jacob Fatu Ultimate Edition. We'll get into this once we build the ring, so stay tuned for that. And to help you all out, you got some instructions right here. So these will really help you out. Definitely good to have. Got to be appreciative that they put those in there. But let's try and build this thing. I'm going to try and do it on camera, and let's see how it goes. And there you have it. The ring is finally completed, and it looks really, really nice. WWE logo right in there. Look at that mat. You see it looks like it's kind of like glistening and everything. Turnbuckles are on. The ropes are on. Look at the post. It does have this tag. Make sure you put that on the bottom so it kind of stays kind of out of your way. I know some people could cut it off even if you want to do that, but I'm going to leave it on. Then over here on the aprons, at the harder plastic one, and then the cloth one. Man, this thing is just super, super clean. I'm so happy I can finally switch it up now between Raw, SmackDown, and even like Saturday night's main event. So let's get into some ring comparisons. And here we got a little Raw, SmackDown comparison. Had to take the barricades out, but we just got it to fit. And if you wanted to see how these rings look up next to each other, pretty cool. Comment which one you rather down below, your favorite one. And also comment what brand do you like better, Raw or SmackDown? And here it is up next to the new generation ring that we got a few years back. And it's just good to have a different variation of rings for different eras, moments. But this video is not done yet. We're all gas, no brakes today. We still got to unbox the Ultimate Edition Jacob Fatu. So starting out with his box, this is pretty similar to what Rhea Ripley came in with the Raw ring. The only thing that I wish they would have switched up is like make it blue instead of like the red. I feel like it would have matched SmackDown a little bit better, but it's not the biggest deal. I'm going to be opening it anyway. But right here you got a picture of the figure. No plastic window. It's a little bit different. Ultimate Edition on the side. Got like an Ultimate Edition description. Then over here you got Jacob. And notice that he is a little bit skinnier in this picture. He's put on a lot of muscle since he's been in WWE. So the figure kind of does go based off this before he put on all that muscle. That's one thing to note, but it was accurate to what he looked like. And then on the back, like Ultimate Edition style, picture of the figure and then the real guy himself doing a moonsault. And you got his stats right here and a little description if you want to pause to read. So that's it for Jacob's box. Pretty fire. But let's see the Samoan werewolf out of the box. And here's Jacob out of the packaging. And this Ultimate is actually really good. Here's all the accessories Jacob comes with. So starting with interchangeable hands, you get 4 sets. You get fisted, and they all have like these black tape on the fingers. Then you get mic open. Then you get like the praying hands for the I Love You solo. So you get those hands, and then you get like kind of like grasping hands, like the Cody Rhodes Woe hands, I like to think of them as. And then you get 3 interchangeable heads. 2 of them are new, 1 of them is the same. So this one is the same one that we've seen on the Elite. And they all have like this kind of hair with like the white and the red fading. So we already saw this one in the Elite, nothing too crazy. But these 2 are the new ones, and I think these 2 look very good. This one is like kind of like he's mad, like smug look. They all have the same thing with the hair, the beard. I like this one. I think it has a really good likeness. Might be the best out of the 3. And then this one right here, screaming. You got to have Jacob screaming, so this is a really good addition. But out of the 3, I think the best likeness has to go to this one right here. But I do like all 3 of them. And then the last thing you get is this shirt. And we've seen this on the Elite. It's the same shirt. Just a little bit like more trimmed. So it's like more in, like it's more cut. And the wolf is a little bit smaller. But it's the same logo. And on the back it Velcros. I would have liked if it wasn't Velcro, because you know how the Ultimates, it's very easy to put it on when it's not Velcro. And it makes it look a little bit more realistic. But it is Velcro. What are you going to do about it? And now let's see the figure itself. So now looking at the figure, the head scan sits nice on there. I do have him without the shirt right now, without the tank top, just so you guys can see how it looks. I definitely do like the way it looks more with the shirt. I think it looks better, and he wears the shirt more, I feel like. But this is how it looks if you were wondering. You got his tattoo right here on like the upper chest, collarbone. Over here you got more tattoos going into the wrist tape, the black wrist tape. On the back, there you can see just nothing too crazy. And the attire, it is the same as the Elite. Everything, the shirt and the attire is the same as the Elite, unfortunately. It would have been cool if they chose something different, but it is what it is. You'll see in comparisons how it looks. But yeah, nothing too crazy, kind of plain attire. Just the articulation, the posability is what really is making this figure feel really good. The head scans too, so. But now let's get into some articulation and see how he moves around. So starting with the head scan, it goes up about that much, which is actually pretty good due to the hair. It's actually pretty good. And it goes down pretty good. You could twist, tilt. Really good head scan articulation. Shoulder goes up this much, down. You get the butterfly joint right in there, and the tattoo does continue onto there. Then you get bicep cut, double jointed pinless elbows. All the hand articulation. Then torso goes back that much. Not too much. It's not that bad. Then it goes forward this much. Could twist, tilt. You get the torso cut right here at the waist. Then he does the splits pretty good. You also get that hip articulation in there for the ultimates. Then you get thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees. A little bit stiff at first, but I'm sure the more you play with it, the more it'll feel better. And then cut here at the boot. Ankle goes down, up, and then the toe articulation and a little bit of pivot. So I like the articulation on him. I think you can get him in a few really good poses. And yeah, now let's get into some comparisons, and I'm going to throw the shirt on there just to make it look complete. And here you got him up next to the first time in the line, Elite. And as you can see, pretty similar. The difference, articulation, and I don't know why the Elite is like so much more shiny. I think the Ultimate looks so much better with that. But yeah, I'm taking the Ultimate every day of the week. I think it's just so much better. Huge upgrade and step up. And here he is up next to the Bloodline. I know he broke away from them, but for the time when he was with them, this is how it would look. You got the suited Solo and then the two Tamas over here. And you can even throw the US title on there for when he was champ. But who do you think attacked Jacob Fatu? Could it have been Drew or maybe even Cody? We could see a heel turn. Hopefully they reveal who it was pretty soon. But this mystery has got some people thinking. So comment down below who you think attacked Jacob. But now if I had to rate this figure out of 10, I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I mean, it's really good. I love the way it feels in the hand. The head scans are awesome. I know he's a little bit skinnier, like the arms and everything, but it is accurate to the time, so you can't really complain about it. So I really like this Ultimate Jacob. Like, it's so much better than the Elite, and I'm so glad to add it to the collection. But now if I had to rank the whole ring out of 10, I think I'm going to give the ring a 10 out of 10. I mean, there's really no issues with it at all. I know it's a little bit expensive, but if you want a new updated ring or you just want to switch it up, it is definitely worth it. The SmackDown is super clean. The blue, the white, it just looks really, really nice. And plus you get this awesome Jacob Fatu with it. So you really can't go wrong. But that pretty much wraps up the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. I appreciate it. Please make sure to drop a like. Comment your thoughts on this Jacob Fatu and this ring. If you like it, you don't like it, or you're going to pick it up. And subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh no, Solo, watch out. Super kick. And Jacob with the moonsault.